Evening, everybody. Vincenzo Vichetti here, the kingpin of kingpins. Boom, boom, the Sicilian strangler, the $1 million mobster, uh, the fat man. Vinny the fat man Vichetti. How you doing? Good to see you. Um, we're gonna wait until after the ad break, but we're gonna recap a little bit about what happened over the weekend. We're gonna take some questions from the crowd, and we're gonna just generally discuss the goings on in the career, the wrestling career of one Vincenzo Vichetti. So there's a lot of things we got to cover. Uh, so just stay tuned because we got to let hello Scottish. We got to let the ad break do its thing. There's no point in me running my mouth while the ad break's going on. The daily gift. Thank you very much, sir. Yeah, no. Uh, I'm glad you enjoyed the match, Scottish. It was a absolute blast to be part of that. It turned out a lot better than what I had imagined. You know, in my head, I was probably going to get stuck with somebody that else that wandered in off the street. I didn't figure I was going to be asked to do what I did, and it was a real honor. It was a real treat. So here in a minute, we're going to get our ad break. Then we'll come back from that and we'll do the thing and the thing and the thing. But meanwhile, hopefully, we get some traffic to come in and say hi and ask us some questions. You like my new shirt? Yeah, it's from the show I did. Whoopsie, the show I did with the Powers of Pain. And yeah, I went ahead and bought it because man, it's a once in a lifetime deal, right? So I went ahead and bought it for myself, just to have it, just to have it. I like the way it looks. It's a very well done shirt. Besides, red and silver, black demolition. You can't go wrong, right? But yeah, we're gonna do this ad break. Give me a minute and a half, whatever the hell it takes for it to come back, and then we'll go into cuss and discuss about what happened back and forth. Okay, so stay tuned. We'll be right back. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong, Scottish. The the King Mitchell. Yes, I have to line that up with him. He's a good dude. Mitch is a good dude. Uh, he and I have wrestled, I think maybe at least once, if not twice. And it was both times it was heel versus heel, and it was just a comedic piece of work. You know, I was I was very happy to work with Mitch. He's a good man. He's an entertainer like I am, and he can turn it on. That's the best part. He can turn it on. Um, I was waiting for the ad break to go off, but I don't see where it's counting down that it's at an ad. There it goes. There it goes. But no, we really need to do that. We should. Uh, I like Mitch, safe guy, and he knows what he's doing. You don't have to work real hard with him. It's all about working the gimmick. Correct. Correct. It's hard these days because you can plan things all you want, but it's not always cut and dry. People don't show up. It's very difficult. But yeah, I don't know how many of my wrestling friends are tech savvy enough to even get on the Discord and have a verbal back and forth, let alone a video back and forth. You know, uh, that's a whole different ball of wax when you got somebody on a video call to you at the same time as you're doing the Twitch stream. Um, that takes some experimentation. I am sure. I'm sure that's going to be some work. But on the Discord, yeah, that'd be easy. That'd be easy to do. Three, two, one. Okay. didn't say where I was driving to. Yeah, yeah. There you go. I was in a hurry. I'm getting pushed to do. Um, right. I'm I'm getting pushed. I'm getting pushed to give the little girl a bath, so I didn't cross all my I's and dot my T's. But thank you very much for keeping an eye on me, my friend. We're still waiting on those pictures. Still waiting on those pictures. Did you guys, Marky, Mountain Man? Did you guys watch the show? I know Scottish did. Did you watch the show the other night? Because man, it was fun. It was fun. Um, good, 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 good. I enjoyed the hell out of that. That man, that kid's super talented. He gets it from his dad, and he's a great worker. Yes, yes. Uh, he's got a little bit of his dad in him, which is Doctor Love, and he's got a whole lot of Randy Savage desire to be that big. He's trying real hard. The personality, the facial expressions. He's just trying to get. He's still young. He's got to get his work figured out, and then he's got to latch on to his gimmick work. But super talented kid. He's very over, as you could tell. The crowd was really really hot for him. Um, I enjoyed being. It was like our second match, and we really didn't have to talk too much because we talked about it in the back and we just executed. Hey, hey, the '80s are coming back, dude. Everything comes back around. Um, right, Lily is not a trained manager. Right, Lily is she's not an involved. As a face, you really can't get too involved. You're more there to be a cheerleader, and she does a good job at that. But she's there. She's not there to take away from the match. She is there to be involved when she needs to be involved. Because he's not a heel. You let the face speak for himself, and you only involve the face manager if and when it's necessary. But he sometimes does a lot of heel work. So she does more when she's a heel. But Lily's been she's got her own business. She's got a clothing store that she runs. She was back there crocheting scarf or something. I can't remember. But yeah, she was working on something. Uh, so she's got a clothing store. She's got all kinds of stuff going on. So you look into that. Look into that. But so let's go back and let's talk about the three boys. So there was these three guys that my idiot brothers is managed or training, and he brought them to DCCW to let them witness real professional wrestling because you don't get to see it everywhere. You know, the some of the places you go to, they're more modern, a little more sports entertainment, and not so much professional wrestling. Uh, so they had a whole lot of questions, and their ears were wide open. They were paying real close attention. At the beginning, I'll admit, at the beginning, a couple of them they kind of had that glazed look in their eye, like yeah, okay, the old guy's running his mouth, yada yada yada. After the match, no more questions. They were like absolutely. This is the guy we need to talk to. Well, she got the one slap off on me. That was I called that spot. I called that spot because there was a girl that used to come to the shows, and Baron would feed me to her because she was in a wheelchair, and would feed me to her, and she'd crack me, and it was loud. I mean, it was friggin' loud. It was always right on the jaw, right there. It was so loud. And and she's gone. She's in hospice, not hospice, but she's at home care right now. And anyway, I'm like, we need to revitalize that spot. So using Kelly Fine as the prop, I decided to make it a ping pong three-way, and it worked out good. Worked out just right. You know, Kelly hits me. I walk into Lily, then Lily hits me, and I walk into him, and I eat shit. And I hit my elbow twice on the damn gym floor, man. It the first time after the forearm to the top of the head. The first time I went, you know, that's on me. That one's on me. The second time I hit, I went, okay, that was just stupid. You did it twice. So, yes, Kelly's a blast. Kelly's an absolute blast. Hey, Dragonfire. Oh, it's the Phoenix. Welcome back to Phoenix. Good to see you, baby. Thanks for pointing that out because I'd have forgotten. So by the after the match, and I'd let you guys go. We were talking about what happened, and one of the kids looks at Tony, and he goes, I want to be a professional wrestler. I do not want to be a sports entertainer. And I looked at that kid and I went, you, sir, are on the right track. That's the best answer I've heard all day. And so I went back in and talked to Dalton some more. The match itself was not pomp and circumstance. It wasn't a whole lot of flash and flare. It didn't need to be. That's what I try to tell these wrestlers is you don't have to do 50 suplexes. You ain't got to do 100 high spots. Get your ass in there, have a wrestling match, tell a fucking story. And I wasn't even trying half the time. When it got to me pulling his hair and slapping him to the canvas 3 times, I was just in the middle of the moment, And then he worked his way out of it, and it glorious. It's glorious. But we planned about 90% of that, the COVID. The COVID's bad. Here's an idea. How about we stop talking about it being COVID? We call it a real bad chest cold flu. You get your holistic answer. Your honey, your garlic, your lemon, and you detox and heal yourself off of the poison that they stick in everybody. But I digress. So, I mean, you guys can ask me questions and pinpoint other things in the match or in the evening or other wrestlers. I'm happy to answer those questions. But for me, the Death Belly Driver, when he called that audible and I ended up scooping him up on my shoulder, and this left is just it is so terrible. It is so terrible. And yeah, Hot Toddy would be nice for that. But when I finally got my arm up around his head, I was like, oh, kid. You could hear him. He could hear him on my shoulder. He goes, please don't. And I went, oh, yeah. And the first time I shoved him, I'm like, crap. This is going to take some effort. Because the twins, when I wrestled the twins and I had the twins on my shoulder for that cage match, he just flew off my shoulder like it was nothing. Fucking Dalton sandbags me. He's like, eek. And I'm going, you know what? So I reset, got a hold of him just right, and I'm like, yeah, and threw him off me. And I was supposed to go down with him, but I was so concerned about him getting flipped over that I just let him drop. And then I'm like, all right, heel move. I bumped and then let my foot fall on his chest. And the referee didn't bite. And I'm like, yes, I realize it's an illegal pin. That's not the concept. The concept is make the fans believe that this stupid old man got one up on the dude, right? So make them believe for a second. So the referee should have dropped down and started counting immediately. And fucking Dalton's yelling at the referee, count. And so I rolled over a little more. It's like 1, 2, check. But the leg drop, for instance. The leg drop is an illegal pinfall because I drop and then I cover my own leg with my body. It's an illegal pinfall. you know, but the referee counts it because he's so used to working with me. So, so it's the same damn thing. It's a heel move. It's like putting your boot on the guy's chest and telling the referee to count. It's the same thing. Yeah. But anyway, yes, you did. And that guy's an idiot. He's an idiot. He does what he can, but he's a freaking moron. So, um, the spine buster. All right. So we talked about it in the locker room. We're like, how are we going to finish this match? And I didn't want. He's the heavyweight champion. I'm coming back from an absence, and I need to put him over. But I don't need to lose directly, like through his finisher. I don't need to squash him and then let him come over on me. I need to make it look like a fight. I need to make it look like it's close. And so I'm like, well, how do you feel about beating me in like a completely blind, people don't do this sort of way? And he's like a sunset flip? And I'm like, exactly, dude. He's like, I'm on it. So we got to talking. And I'm like, okay, here's what we'll do. We'll do the spine buster. Kablam, I'll cover you. You kick. I get frustrated. I go to the boot, pull out the brass knuckles. Let the referee see it. Referee comes over, has to fight with me over it. I'm arguing with him. I'm arguing with the crowd. I'm giving him time to breathe, is what I'm doing, right? So he's getting to his feet. He's getting the crowd fired up and getting that belief system coming back together. So when I see him go towards the ropes, I let go. I don't need this. So I go back over. I drill him a couple of times. I set up one more time, and I whip him in, and I come down, and I set, and he goes over top of me, and so help me God, I fought for like half a second, and the crowd already starts to bite, right? You can already hear him. When my feet went up in the air and I start pedaling, the crowd's already cheering. So when I hit 3, huge pop, right? They want to see me get beat so bad. Hey, Heck, good to see you, baby. So yeah, as soon as I told him, I said, as soon as I get out of that, you need to bolt because you got a quick win, and I'm not done, and I'm evil, and I'm going to kill you. So as soon as he started to roll, I dove for him, obviously trying to not land on him, but I dove for him. He gets out of the way. I let him celebrate while I lay in the ring and stew. Okay, and we let him. The crowd get hot. I get up and start to think about what just happened. The rage gets the better of me, so I slide back out. I take the belt off. I whip out the chain. I take the belt off. I'm going to go get this guy, And it told a good story. It got the crowd involved. It was emotional. Here's the champion. He put away the old head. He beat a veteran he probably shouldn't have beaten, and the crowd was hot for it. You can't ask for better chemistry than that, right? So the boss man slide. You guys got to see me use the boss man slide. It's one of my favorite maneuvers. Choke the guy in the middle rope, get him, in place, get him wore down, and then hit the ropes and slide underneath and bam, an uppercut. I love that bit. Nobody ever does it anymore. You can fire the gun. I ain't got my headset on, and we're on a different screen with no widgets. So, sorry. I got to crank up the redemption points on those things. I really do. Make you guys work for it a little bit. So, all right. So, to reiterate, his dad, Dalton Love's dad, Dr. Love is in the Hall of Fame. So my assault on the Hall of Fame started with him. Scottish is going to heal me. He's like, I'm going to do the sound effects for you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. So the assault on the Hall of Fame it makes really good story. So I think the promo I do for DCCW, which I have to do one, will be the fact that I'm going to rip Dalton Love's finger off I'm going to put it in a little box and I'm going to ship it to his dad and tell him to send me back the ring. Because that old bastard, he's still around. He can still come back and fuck with me. You know? He can't wrestle, but man, he can come back and whack me in the top of the head. And that would be hilarious. If he brought his dad in to stop me from beating him, that would be phenomenal. But anyway, yeah, work on that Hall of Fame gimmick. Okay, but it played into itself. I didn't plan on working Dalton Love. He asked for me. And that, you gonna fart in my ear now? I'm not even wearing headphones. I can feel the fart. I can feel the fart. I can feel it. Wait, no. That was the last pop you got, wasn't it? Oh, that's not nice. You shouldn't say shit like that. But no. Dalton requested me. For those that didn't watch the stream for me driving home. I don't have the wheels. Do you see a wheel here? Do you see a wheel here? There's no wheel. There's no. There. God damn it. I hate arguing with you. I hate arguing with you. I hate it. I hate it. Spin the chair. I'm going to stab you. Ah, here we go. Sorry. Make me choose between two things. Not do two things. Two subjects for conversational purposes. I got to keep giving that reminder for some reason. Okay. So, right. And Dalton chose me. I can spin the chair. Dalton chose me. I did not choose to wrestle the champion. And it was an extreme honor to be singled out like that. Shaggy! I don't have my widgets on, brother. Shaggy, God bless you. Where the hell have you been? Man, I've missed you, dude. Coffee versus tea. All right, look. Caffeine is a bitch. You think this is a bad demon? You think this creature here is a bad demon? Caffeine is a bitch to give up. Our entire world runs on caffeine. I'm having some Scottish pond water right now. Skull, Jack. Caffeine is an absolute nightmare to give up. I enjoy a coffee. All right, don't get me wrong. I like good coffee. Black Rifle Coffee Company. Right now I'm drinking Blackbeard's Revenge, or whatever the hell it's called. And fantastic shit. Do you really? It's good shit, brother. It really is good shit. Oh God, 5 bags of Death Wish. Also a good brand of coffee. But no, I love tea. I love Earl Grey. I love green tea, like gunmetal, gunpowder green tea. I like that Chinese oolong tea. Man, I'll drink chai. I'll drink the probiotic shit. I'll drink dandelion. I'll drink chamomile. I'm a big fan of just tea because it's got really good nutrient qualities. Okay. Thank you, Marky. That's exactly my answer. Please and thank you. I love you. 13 and a half months, dude. I no, if you give me a choice, if you give me like it's breakfast time, nah, it's morning time, we're out someplace. Do you want coffee or do you want tea? I'm going to pick tea. If I'm at home or I'm going to work, I got to have a coffee in the morning. All right. But I'm not giving Starbucks my fucking money. And I have a hard time with most gas station coffees. So yeah, no, I'm very particular about my coffee. I get to drink any old swill. It has to be really good coffee. And fuck Starbucks, and Dunkin' Donuts and all those mass-produced bullshit coffees. Um, but no, I'm a huge tea fan. Earl Grey cream is my fucking jam. I can drink that shit every day till the day I die. Never get tired of it. Okay, but so Dalton picks me, and I asked the kid. I said, "All right, what do you want to do?" And he goes, "You're in charge." And I was like, "All right, kid. Um, you want it, you got it." So I asked him first, like, "What do you have that's new?" And he looks at me and he goes, "To be perfectly honest with you, everything's pretty much the same. I do this double axe handle thing now, and that's pretty much it." And I'm like, "All right, fine, we'll do that spot." I said, "You still got that neck breaker?" And he goes, "I haven't used it in a minute, but we can do that." And I'm like, "Yes, please, let's do that at some point." And he did. It's a beautiful spot. Instead of the neck breaker coming from the front and turning you, he goes over top of you. It's a glorious spot. Beautiful move. And it's a soft, safe bump. I'm a huge fan of that soft, safe shit. Oh, and the fucking power slam. So I'm yelling at him. We're in the beginning, we're fighting back and forth, and I pulled him up and said, "Slam me." He scoops me up and he walks me around the ring. And I'm like, "All right, cool." I told him to go for a walk. He went for a walk all the way around the ring. And as he's walking, I'm like, "You are not going to slam. This is not a power slam. We talked about a body slam. This is not a power. You motherfucker." Bam. Power slam. I laid there and I'm like, "You bitch." And if you notice with me, I don't kick out. All right. I don't kick out of a pinfall. I'm going, "Bip, get the fuck off of me." And I've been like that my whole career. My whole career. That's what she said. Uh, my whole career, dude. Like, I don't kick out unless it's a desperation thing where I gotta make it look good. I'm like, bit, every time, either in the face, in the jaw, across the back. Get the fuck off me. So, so yes, he and I had a really great time. Uh, Loved that match, start to finish, no problems. Okay, so let's talk about the footing thing. Um, I was trying, I got him into the jacks position. I got him hanging off of the ropes, and I ran up. I am always desperate. You are correct, sir. I am constantly desperate. Give me a hell yeah. I can't hear it. Hell yeah. There's no widget. Hell yeah. Okay. So at home, I'm limber enough to jump up on things and position myself. I haven't put the knee braces on in over a year, okay? And they won't let me bend the knee. Yes, they're white. Kiss my ass. They won't let me bend my knee fully. They gotta like stop me from bending my knee. So I jumped up to that second rope, didn't little Paul Orndorff or Paul Roma bullshit. Jump up there. I'm not getting it tan. Okay, look, when the sun comes out, we'll talk about it. It don't start with me, damn it. Um, but I got up there and my fucking leg wouldn't bend, so I couldn't get in position. At half a second, like maybe look really shitty. And my ninth favorite horseman. I love you. I absolutely love it. That was a good bit. And my ninth favorite horseman. That's good shit. Paul Roma had a lot more skill than what people gave him credit for. Anyway, I get up there. I come down with that friggin' forearm right across the throat. Wham! You know, it's a glorious move. I love that spot. And he sold my punches so well. Um, but yeah, we just went back and forth and had an absolute blast and really didn't do much of anything. It wasn't complicated. It was just fucking wrestle. Wrestle, tell the story, try to win, involve the crowd, piss off the referee. If you can get attached, you have to listen also. Dalton's listening. He's listening to me. He's in his own head, but he's also listening. And he's flat told me, he's like, all right, my turn. And I'm like, yes, sir. And he'd take over, because he can hear the crowd. Always listen to the crowd. Always. And once you get that emotion going back and forth, it's easy. It is so easy. So when people talk about, for a half hour, talking about all the moves they're going to do and yada, 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 it doesn't matter if you get out there and involve the crowd and make them feel it. So, but going back to that night, I got to see Hank Calhoun, and Hank Calhoun and I hadn't been in the same buildings for 10 years, and it was absolutely glorious to see him. I autographed one of my $100 bills and gave it to him. Bless his heart. He's a good dude. He's a real good dude. He used to be a fantastic worker. I don't know how he is now, but he was a really good worker. He had to get back into it because his kids demanded he got back in the ring. So, they're old enough now, they want to see dad work. I'm going in the reverse order. I'm going to work as long as I can. And then when he gets interested, it's his turn, not my turn. It's his turn. I don't want to be anywhere near the limelight, spotlight, or anywhere near a ring when it's his turn. I will come out and help him. I will train him, but I am not going to be anywhere near that ring. It's his turn. And people say, "Oh, you can only add to the mystique." Not if he's got a different gimmick. So there's a lot of work between here and there, but I don't want to be in his way. I want to be more like Taz and Hook. You go do your shit. Make me proud. So anyhow, then we got back to leave. I'm going to leave, and it was after 10 o'clock at night when I decided to leave. So it's like after midnight, about 12:30 when I got home. Okay, but I'm shaking everybody's hand, which is what you're supposed to do, and I came to IK3, and IK3. Now keep in mind that he's always in his own head. He was very, very present, to say the least. He looked me right dead in the eye, and he goes, "Vinny, we got to have one." And I said, "Absolutely, sir." He said, "Vinny, no, we got it. We haven't been in the ring since I was a kid, and I did that. The last thing I think I did with you was that Swanton." And I'm like, "Yeah, it laid it right on me." He goes, "Yeah, it was heavy." He goes, "We got to do it. We got to do it." And I'm like, "Brother, I'm there for it. Give me 3 months at least, maybe 6 months, till I'm physically ready to deal with somebody like IK3. Because if you watch IK3, you watch Jonathan Wolf. I got an ad break. Shit. When I come back, I'll finish the conversation. Any of my subscribers got a question for the next minute and a half? Because you guys can see me. They can't. I think all I have available is Scottish. Everybody else is not subscribed. Such is life. I'm going to go back Friday to Indianapolis. I'm going to go Friday. Weather permitting, I'm going to leave work and I'm going to go straight to the dub. Because it'll be like getting close to 5 o'clock before I get there, But yeah, I got to get my gear washed. It's still in the bag. It's out in the garage, so it's cold. But yeah, I got to get my gear washed and ready for combat. The good stuff's hanging right there, but the rest of it's all in the bag still. So yeah, I'll have another match to show on Friday. I gotta get some game time, man. Twitch is gonna kick me off this motherfucker, All right, welcome back. Thanks for sitting through the ad break. I love you. Anyway, IK3, Jonathan Wolf, Jonathan Owens, but Indiana Kid the Third. If you can get a chance to Google him and watch some of his work, he's brutal. He is very strong style. He's very new age, uh, but he comes from a family that understands and teaches the old school ways. So when he gets in the ring with me, yeah, he's going to kick the dog shit out of me. He's going to throw me like I'm a rag doll. But he's going to respect me in the business, and he's going to let me do what I do. And I cannot wait to get my shoulders pinned to the canvas. I've pinned everybody but IK3. Yeah, I pinned everybody but IK3. I've pinned yeah. So yeah, it would be nice. It would be nice to be in the ring with him, just to have that honor. I don't need to. It could be a double countout for all I give a shit. You know, it could be double qualification. But yeah, I would love to work him. It would be a story that I could tell forever. That yeah, I got to work one of the best damn wrestlers that Indiana ever produced. Absolutely. But yeah, it was a damn good day. It was a damn good day. But like I said on the drive home, the love that I got from the locker room, from the fans, from the wives of workers, uh, man, I realize that I'm a real well liked individual on the surface. But when you got people that come to the locker room like, hey, you got to come out here and say hi. Dude, like legit, they're asking for me. I was the kid asking for Demolition Axe to come out of the locker room in Marina, Mississippi at the Frank Cochran Center. And they said, oh, he can't come out, so everybody else is gone because of kayfabe. You know, fuck that shit. The fans want to see you. They paid the money to see you. By God, let them see you. You know, and they did. That's how I got my autograph that day. But yeah, the fans come looking for me, want to talk to me. That's a really damn good feeling. So, no matter how much doubt and self-loathing one has behind the eyes, um, man, it's if you'd have told me 25 years ago that I would be in this position where the fans really enjoy watching me, even though I'm a villain, I'd have told you you're crazy. I won't be around in 25 years, let alone able to bring that much attention to wrestling. And yeah, here we are. You know, it's been a cool journey, a really cool journey. So, all right. I've held you guys up enough. If there's no more questions, and Scottish asked a question, and you guys were an ad break, I plan on going back to the ring Friday. I'm going to go to WCWO and make my presence felt. Um, there's some wrestlers there that need their asses kicked, and there's some wrestlers there that really want me to be present. So I'm going to go up there and put someone on their ass. So I will definitely have that stream going. I don't know who's going to be running the camera, but I'll have that stream going, and I'll have you guys present for my match. Okay. So if there's no more questions, and nobody else wants to field anything, I gotta go give the kid a bath. So I will see you guys maybe tomorrow, maybe in a couple of days. I got to get some game time in. Twitch is going to kick my ass. So until next time, first and foremost, I want to thank all of my mobsters, big, small, followers, subscribers, or just a plain old-fashioned fan. Thank you so much for your time and your interest. It is not going to go to waste on me, and I'm not going to let it go to waste from me to the young guys. All right. Your love to me gets pushed right into them. That's the way this works. And then secondly, I want to thank uh, everybody who's liking and sharing and getting the word out there that Vinny Vichetti is back. Vinny Vichetti is someone that you need to spend some time on. That he's worth your time. Uh, but I say to you all the time, be good to yourself first and foremost, and be good to each other, please. And when you never hear it from your family, your friends, whoever, remember, I love you and I'm proud of you. Keep struggling, keep fighting, don't give up. All right? I love you. And remember, baby, everybody loves Vinny Jack. I'll see you guys next time. Be good, be safe. Arrivederci.